What's up, guys? We just got back from a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Tanzania, which is a truly amazing country. Welcome back to On Travel X. Today, we want to share with you our top 10 favorite places and things to do in Tanzania. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you can keep up to date with all our latest destinations. Tanzania is one of the best countries to visit in Africa. It's located in East Africa, not too far from the equator. Tanzania has a lot of awesome things to offer, like the best safaris in the world and the tallest freestanding mountain. We spent 2 weeks exploring Tanzania, and we can't wait to show you all the awesome things we discovered. To get to Tanzania, we flew into Kilimanjaro's airport. Our guides were there to pick us up, and that's when our adventure in Tanzania began. Our first stop was Lake Natron and flamingos. To get there, we had to drive for 5 hours on bumpy dirt roads, but the scenery was absolutely beautiful. On the way, we saw giraffes, zebras. When we finally arrived at Lake Natron, we had to pay a fee to the local tribe to get in. Then we went to our lodge, where we stayed in tents in the bush. After settling in, we went down to the lake and were amazed at its beauty. Lake Natron is famous for having one of the largest groups of flamingos in the world. It's a salty lake that has been called the deadliest lake on Earth because not many animals can live in its salty waters. But the flamingos thrive there because most predators stay away from them, and they eat the algae in the water. Seeing the flamingos flying around and the stunning scenery made it the coolest place ever. At the end of the day, we witnessed one of the most beautiful sunsets we've ever seen. The clouds changed colors to look like cotton candy. After Lake Natron, we set our sights on climbing the nearby volcano called Oldoinyo Lengai, also known as the Mountain of God. And as the sun began to rise, we couldn't believe the incredible view we had. At around 6 a.m., we reached the top. We stood right at the edge of the volcano's big hole, called a crater. Inside, we saw black lava that was bubbling and said to be some of the coldest lava in the world. When the sun's golden light shone on the land, we could see that it stretched out for miles and miles. We'll never forget that sight. Next, when we arrived in Arusha, we were amazed. It's a pretty big city with lots of green plants and nice weather. There are many things to do in the city and the surrounding areas. The Napura waterfall is a really cool place near Arusha. It's located in the Maru forest, which is about a 30-minute drive from the center of Arusha. This place is beautiful. It's a lush green rainforest with big trees and lovely plants. If you're in Arusha, this is a great place to visit for a day trip. Next on our list is Mount Kilimanjaro, which is the tallest mountain in Africa. It's probably the most well-known place in Tanzania and the whole of Africa. Mount Kilimanjaro is located in the northern part of Tanzania, right near the border with Kenya. Climbing Kilimanjaro is a great adventure because you don't need special climbing equipment to reach the top. You simply hike. The journey can take anywhere from 5 to 10 days. As you ascend the mountain, the weather changes dramatically. You go from a vibrant rainforest to an area with heather and moorlands, then to an alpine desert, and finally to an Arctic zone when you reach the top. We were able to climb Kilimanjaro, and it was one of the most thrilling experiences we've ever had. Another fantastic mountain to climb in Tanzania is Mount Meru. It's the country's second tallest mountain, standing at 4,562 meters. Mount Meru is a dormant volcano, and it usually takes around 3 to 4 days to reach the summit. But it's a great choice if you're seeking a more affordable and less crowded adventure. Like Kilimanjaro, you'll pass through different climate zones while hiking Mount Meru. The view from the top is breathtaking. After that, we'll embark on a 6-hour drive to the Usambara Mountains, not far from Arusha. The Usambara Mountains are a hidden gem in Tanzania, with stunning scenery waiting to be explored. We hiked more than 80 kilometers through these mountains, from Lushoto to Matei. If you plan to venture into the Usambara Mountains, you'll likely start in Lushoto. When hiking, you can choose to have a local guide accompany you or explore on your own. keep an eye out for monkeys and the fascinating chameleon during your trek. One place worth mentioning is the Irente viewpoint near Lesotho, which offers a magnificent view of the lush Usambara Mountains in all their glory. Now let's talk about the incredible island of Zanzibar, which is located in the Indian Ocean near Tanzania's coast. Zanzibar is famous around the world for its breathtaking natural beauty. It has gorgeous white sandy beaches, turquoise waters, and vibrant coral reefs. After all the thrilling activities you experienced on the mainland, Zanzibar is the perfect place to relax. You can enjoy water sports like snorkeling and scuba diving, or simply unwind under the warm sun while sipping refreshing coconut water. Don't forget to explore Stone Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its fantastic blend of Arabic, African, and European cultures. Wander through the narrow streets, visit bustling markets, and learn about the city's rich history and unique architecture. Our next destination is Lake Manyara National Park, which is about 3 hours away from Arusha by car. This national park is home to a large lake teeming with diverse wildlife. One interesting fact about Lake Manyara is that it's known for its tree-climbing lions. Moving on, we'll head to the Ngorongoro Crater, one of the most awe-inspiring places in Tanzania. The Ngorongoro Crater is remarkable because it offers both abundant wildlife and stunning scenery. It's more than 16 kilometers wide and holds the title of the world's largest unbroken caldera. Almost every type of animal you can see on a safari can be found in this crater. It takes about 3 hours to drive from Arusha to the gates of Ngorongoro. When we arrived, we immediately entered the park's conservation area. Beyond the gate, there are no paved roads to preserve the animal's habitat. We were even lucky enough to spot an elephant casually hanging out by the road. Just 10 minutes from the entrance, there's a viewpoint where you can see an incredible panoramic view of the entire Ngorongoro Crater. It's hard to believe that this huge area was once an active volcano. You can drive to the edge of the crater and then descend 600 meters to the floor, where you'll encounter a wide variety of animals. It truly is a remarkable sight. Our final destination is the Serengeti National Park, which is considered one of the most beautiful places in the world for African safaris, when millions of wildebeest run and lions rest on rock islands. It's where you can witness the stunning wildlife of Africa, especially during the Great Migration, and witnessing it is truly remarkable. To get to the Serengeti, you have a couple of options. You can either drive for 6 hours from Arusha or fly to the Seronera airport. There are accommodation choices to fit different budgets. If you're on a tighter budget, tented campsites are a more affordable option. However, if you're looking for a luxurious experience, there are plenty of 5-star hotels to choose from. During our stay, we had the opportunity to visit one of these luxurious hotels, and it was truly unforgettable. The hotel was located in a beautiful area surrounded by trees and wildlife. From our room's deck, we could see zebras, Cape buffaloes, and impalas, a breathtaking scene. Another exciting activity to consider in the Serengeti is a hot air balloon tour. We went with Serengeti Balloon Safari, and it was an early start, waking up at 4 a.m. to drive to the launch site. The size of the balloon when it was filled with hot air was mind-blowing. One of the strangest things about being up in the air was the silence, except for the sound of the fire crackling. It was an incredible experience to float above the vast Serengeti and spot animals below. We saw hippos and many other animals. Towards the end of our trip, we gained altitude and enjoyed a breathtaking view of the Serengeti in all directions. One of the things that fascinated us about the Serengeti was how it offered different landscapes and habitats for various animals. We saw cheetahs mostly in areas with short green grass and termite mounds. There are also vast plains where millions of wildebeests and zebras roam. However, one of our favorite parts of the Serengeti was the kopjes, rocky outcroppings where lions can often be found lounging. Our time in Tanzania has come to an end, but we will always cherish its rich culture, stunning landscapes, and warm-hearted people. From the magnificent Serengeti National Park to the majestic Mount Kilimanjaro, Tanzania is a country that leaves a lasting impression on every traveler's heart. Share your own experiences and stay tuned for more inspiring adventures. Sending best wishes for an exciting adventure. If you want a specific destination, please write it down in the comments below, and the country with the most comments will be our next video. Don't forget to check out our newest channel, Relax in Travel, to bring some peace and nature into your life. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Have a good day.